Hello, how's it going again? Welcome back to the Criminal Circus with the next part of Alan Wake. Recently we just heard about narration from Max Payne himself and how he died by a femme fatale. As we all know, that's probably Mona Sachs. Another hash, these recorders, outstanding. Examine. So, that's kind of weird because most of the time it should be like the title that's big enough. Instead, it's Alan Wake. The only time I ever see that happening was with Chuck Norris in Invasion USA. You know what I'm talking about. Like how it's like Chuck Norris is written in blood and the title itself is like just below his crotch while he's holding two Uzis and he's clad in nothing but denim. It was one of the manliest, oh my goodness, the manliest box art covers I've ever seen on a VHS at the time. I loved it. Okay, so yeah, let's just make our coffee. Been screwing about for the longest time, so let's continue on with the plot.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
I think you look a lot better with the beard, bruh. Go to Alice. That's where the nightmare starts.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Oh, shit! Implying relations in bed, I would say.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
Oh dear.
Alan? Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
I'm right here, baby.
I'm fine, I'm fine. Just get the lights back on. Now, please.
Get close to the window. It's the only source of light you can use.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay.
Go to Alice.
Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
Ooh.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I
Aw.
love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Harlan Ellison always said, I remember one time, I am a professional liar. I'm paid to write crap and people pay me for it. And that was probably one of my most favorite quotes from him at all, because it's kind of true. Fiction is fake, so, but it's a good way to actually talk. A good way to make a story. Oh, I'm sorry.
Mr. Wake, how you feeling?
I'm sorry.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head. I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Oh. I used to live in Key West, and we used to fish all the time. Oh my goodness, it was fantastic. Sharks and whatnot. Occasionally, grouper too was also a fun thing to grab, and occasionally Caribbean snapper. I believe that's what it was called. I could be wrong about it though, but it was mostly snapper.
Adjusting the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine. I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark. I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now. Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case. Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office.
Kind of
on the
reminds me of that
corridor.
one lady from Fargo. Oh yeah.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on other things these days.
Yeah,
Fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Of course, of course. Alright. Ooh. Missing. Camp trip overdue, haven't been in contact. Most of these people I probably already slaughtered. Winning contacts. Yep, I probably killed them all. And this is probably where I need to go to.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd locked me up. Excuse me.
Verizon! I told you, it's product placements everywhere.
Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there
Oh.
through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
Hang on.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
God damn, I'm trying.
He went
Oh
up to
my
Danny pretty badly.
God.
He started
Fuck me.
shouting like that the moment he woke up.
I wanted to say, I'm trying to close out the goddamn video, but everyone's talking too much, so I'm going to pause it. Well, that's all the time we have, brothers. And ladies, for that matter, so I'm going to let you guys go for now. And have a good night and sleep well. Have a good night and sleep well. There we go. That sounded a whole lot better. All right. Bye, guys.